Welcome. I'm with James Reyne, a solo artist of great note, but today I want to talk to you, James, about a subject you hate talking about. We'll talk about why that is. Australian crawl. You and I talk music history all the time. When it comes to music history, the part that includes Australian crawl, not your favourite topic. But that's all right, because you should be proud of it. 8 short years, those albums you put out, there must have been some fun bits.
Oh, we had some fun, sure.
As far as sex, drugs and rock and roll, you guys took the bull by the horn.
We saw, we certainly had some fun. We were young men, you know, just on the road and barely out of youthhood. Well,
you were still in your youth. I mean,
still in youthhood.
From your first show to being one of the biggest bands in Australia, there was only like an 18-month period.
Pretty much, I think, yeah. It felt longer, but yeah, it was pretty much. But that was a pretty intense 18 months. I know that we worked a lot.
Yeah.
And in those days you could, and we weren't we were one of many bands working a lot at that time. You could work 6 days a week, 10 months of the year, all over Australia.
Yeah.
So we were lucky that we were there at that time when you could do that.
Now, let's start with Beautiful People, because what people probably don't know about you so much is that you guys weren't living in the gutter. You guys were from upper middle class families. So this song, Beautiful People,
yeah,
it's fair to say that this is more an observation of the people around you rather than poking fun at the people above.
That's a perception that has grown up, but I've got my own thing where I lived, you know, both my parents worked very hard.
Yeah.
They both, because they wanted to give us a good education, so they both had to work, so we were sent to, you know, private schools where I met some of them. But no, we were all, I know the McDonoughs were, you know, their father had died when they were both very young, so their mum was a working mum, but worked very hard to send them to a good school, to private school. So Simon, who played guitar in the band, they weren't rich people. His parents worked very hard, so we had very hard-working parents. Brad's father was a judge,
right?
So I don't know whether that was, and he co-wrote one of the songs, but. Or a couple of the songs. So that was a thing that grew up, a perception that grew up around the band that's not necessarily true. I'm not trying to downplay.
No.
But we all met at a boys' grammar school where we all became friends, and we all were in the swimming squad, or most of us were in the swimming squad, hence the Australian crawl business. Yeah. And so I'll get rid of that myth right here and now.
Okay. Well.
So we weren't struggling, but we were very hard-working parents who believed in giving. You weren't
cold chisel coming out of Elizabeth and fighting for every scrap.
Sure.
No.
But exactly.
You're in the swimming club.
No, swimming club is a swimming squad.
Oh, squad. Sorry,
we were good swimmers. We could swim.
Seriously.